It was a freezing winter night in December 1914 when train number 102 left Vancouver bound for Montreal. The passengers were weary soldiers, families, and railway staff. Snow had begun to fall gently, and the sound of the steam whistle echoed across the dark forests of British Columbia. No one knew this would be their final journey. As the train moved through the rugged Canadian wilderness, telegraph operators along the route reported normal transmissions. Everything seemed ordinary until the train crossed the bridge at Glacier Pass, and then silence. The telegraph line went dead, and train number 102 never arrived at its next stop. By morning, panic spread. Search teams were dispatched, but not a single trace, and no wreckage, no tracks, no survivors, was ever found. It was as if the train had vanished into thin air. The Canadian Pacific Railway route through Glacier Pass was infamous for its danger. Narrow tunnels, unstable cliffs, and heavy snow made it a nightmare for even the most skilled engineers. The stretch was rarely used at night due to low visibility and frequent avalanches. Locals believed that the area was cursed, a place where echoes of lost travelers could be heard in the wind. Indigenous stories even spoke of a spirit that guarded the pass, warning those who disturbed the land. But railway officials ignored these warnings. They believed in schedules, not superstitions. And so, train number 102 continued into the heart of the storm, straight into legend. Days later, a massive rescue operation began. Over 200 men, including soldiers and railway engineers, scoured the mountains. They followed the tracks as far as they could, until they ended abruptly near the Glacier River Bridge. There were no broken rails, no debris, no sign of derailment. Even the snow showed no disturbance, as though the train had never passed at all. The mystery deepened. Whispers began to spread, that the train had entered another realm or been swallowed by the mountain itself. Newspapers called it Canada's ghost train. The families of those aboard waited for weeks. Wives, children, and parents gathered at stations hoping for news. Many refused to believe their loved ones were gone. One mother kept bringing food to the station daily, insisting her son would come home on the next train. Her story would later become one of the most heartbreaking accounts of the tragedy. Grief turned to anger. Families demanded answers, but officials offered none. The government quietly closed the investigation after months of failure. Over the years, hundreds of theories emerged. Some claimed a hidden tunnel collapsed, burying the train deep beneath the snow. Others suggested it derailed into a hidden ravine now sealed by ice. A few locals swore they heard the distant whistle of a steam engine on quiet nights, echoing from deep within the mountains. And then came the strangest theory of all, that the train had crossed a time rift, vanishing into another dimension, never to return.